one of the basic premises, I'd say, of biodynamic farming is that the fertility comes from within the farm, which then kind of feeds the farm.
Biodynamic, you're really looking at the whole farm rather than just your crop plant. It's looking at what cover crops do you have growing in between and how do those affect the vine growth. When you mow those cover crops, realizing that you're removing habitat and therefore you're changing insect population dynamics, you're changing airflow.
We're doing that same theory that nature did before we showed up to kind of control craziness. And that's what chaos is, I guess.
The sheep will come in, they'll deposit fertility, they kind of add life to the soil, they add life to the farm itself.
It's an organic source for more biodiversity in the soil, more microorganisms that are going to decompose different materials.
It's a different paradigm. We're not like feeding the plant, right? We're feeding the soil. When you take care of your soil, the soil automatically takes care of what grows on top. When they leave, I feel like sad to some degree because you don't hear them baying and the little lambs are looking for the mom. There's this whole thing happening here that I kind of take for granted until they leave. And then when they leave, it's just, there's this like silence.
My husband's a third generation sheep guy. I'm new to the whole sheep industry and kind of got thrown in and went for it, and it's been really exciting and it's kind of addictive.
She's got a natural resource and a science education background. I was born in a sheep barn, I guess.
We really wanted to pursue this on a commercial level. How do we make this a viable company?
It's a lot more labor for us to have sheep in a vineyard, and we've got to do some things differently, but I kind of look at it this way: if you're not willing to change or mold or do something different, then you're a dinosaur and you become extinct.
And more growers, are calling.
Well, in the first year, everybody thought we were crazy, but then when we did it the second year, a lot of the other people started paying attention.
We've seen it. If I look at my tractor hours for undervine weed control, they've consistently decreased. I think the other story to tell here is we're taking two businesses and we're putting them on the same footprint.
With the market as it is, consumers can drive how companies operate, how farmers farm, right? When the majority of consumers demand an organic product, practices shift.
The only way like a sustainable business is going to be is if we make money, and they've also got to make money with it.
We wrote a grant to see soil samples looking at carbon, nitrogen, and phosphorus. We're going to look at pruning weights, leafhopper populations.
Infiltration of water, organic matter. Will there be a difference in the fruit, the amount of fruit, or the quality of the fruit?
Do we have better nitrogen components? Is it a better balanced fertility in the grapevine?
All these things that we see that are different, but sometimes we need to test to say it's different.
It's a very organic process, truly. 5,000 sheep in a 1,000-acre vineyard, that's an adventure.
Like anything in life, when you're 5 years old, you don't know everything, but you think you do. And then a year later, you think you know everything, but you know twice as much as the year before.
And down the road, we need to investigate farming systems like this because as population increases, as our impact upon the environment increases, we need to come up with solutions like this and understand them.
I joke around about it with the friends I grew up with. If you'd asked me 10 years ago, if I was going to move to California and do what I'm doing now, I'd bet you $1 million you're a liar. I'd be owing you $1 million right now.